my name is Madison and I'm here with JobFest Kern County. I'm a job developer here, and I actually have been noticing that recently there's been a lot more online job scams. And so I just wanted to go over some tips that would help you prevent being one of the victims to one of these scams. So one of the very first scams you can look out for is a vague job description. And what that means is that scammers try to make it seem really vague, like you just have to be 18 and have internet, and otherwise you're perfectly qualified. So there's no qualifications, no education, no experience necessary. And then if you try to look for any type of qualifications, it just says, don't worry, we'll train you. We'll train you for everything you need. So that's one of the tip-offs, and I'm going to show you an example of that right now. So as you can see on this posting from Craigslist, it says, my office is looking for a career-minded individual that has specific personal and professional goals. That doesn't really mean anything. It's really vague. There's no experience or education requirements, and they just want you to have exceptional skills. So this is really vague, which is a very big red flag that I would look for. So this is definitely a scam. So another red flag to look for online job scams is something that's too good to be true. So what that means is that there's no education, no qualifications. They just want you to make $45 an hour to stay at home, and you just have to contact them. Sometimes you'll say, hey, can I get more information about this? And they'll say, oh, we'll let you know everything you need to know. But usually the pay doesn't add up. Like I said, $45 an hour for no experience or education is definitely a red flag. I'm going to show you an example of that right now. So as you can see, the money on the very top is kind of a dead giveaway. It says $400 to $1,200 per day. So you're basically going to be making as much as a doctor. And then if you go down, it says no experience needed, training provided, hourly and salary opportunities. So all of these are red flags. It's just, if it's too good to be true, it usually is. So I would definitely steer clear of job postings like this. So another thing to look for, what you need to be on your guard about, is unprofessional emails. So you might get an email from an employer that you didn't apply for, that they said they just found your resume and they want to hire you right away. Oftentimes it'll be filled with grammatical or spelling errors. Definitely inspect the email address where it comes from and look up their contact information. A legitimate employer is going to list their contact information and not some weird spelled email address. So a real company would include their contact information, and that would probably be a scam. I'm going to show you an example of that right now. So here's an example of an email that you might receive that's kind of hinky. It says your resume has been found on the Career Builder recruiting website, but if you look at the email address, it's hiring@yleadercanada.com, and I would imagine if you click on that, it would have a bunch of letters and numbers because it doesn't seem like a legitimate email. If you follow down, there's actually no real grammatical errors or spelling errors, but you can see that it's a very vague job description, and it's a pretty big red flag if it's a job you didn't apply for, that they just sent you an email and want you to start at $25 an hour. The fifth and final warning sign that you want to prepare yourself for if you're looking for a job and you're trying to avoid scams is that they want you to pay for something. So if you need to have a startup cost before you start your job, that's usually a scam. You have to pay to have your resume reviewed. You should definitely trust your instincts. If it sounds too good to be true, if it sounds fishy, look it up. It doesn't hurt to just type in the company name and type in the word scam and see what comes up. Never let anyone make you feel pressured to do something that you're not comfortable doing. So if you feel like this seems a little off, you should go with your gut and definitely just check it out, look it up. But you should never have to pay for anything before you start a job. That should be something that comes with no cost. So anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video. I hope you've learned something. We're always here at JobFest Kern to answer any questions that you might have. If you think you might be getting scammed and you want to send it to us and show us what it looks like, we can tell you like, hey, yeah, this looks kind of weird. But anyways, thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. Have a great day.